In our culture, we usually are taught to take care of one another.
I knew I wanted to be a foster parent throughout my life.
So I have this nurturing side where I want to invest in kids. I wanted kids of my own to invest in.
Adoption for me was never a lesser or better choice. It was just a way to build a family.
It was without question that they were gonna come and live with me.
What if we walk in and they don't like us, or they don't feel this is right for them, then my heart is broken.
I knew what it felt like to be bouncing around from placement to placement, and I know the further trauma that can cause when there's instability and going from different family structures, different cultures, different backgrounds, and I definitely wanted to prevent that with my boys.
I was about 90% physically prepared. I was probably about 10% emotionally prepared.
I was so nervous that whole drive. Thankfully, it was a short drive. I saw Jake and Emma walking in with their caseworkers, and at that point, I said, okay, this is gonna be okay.
I got out of the car and I just wanted them to be with me.
I see this girl get out the car, I'm like, oh, she's so pretty. She looked like she was sweet, a sweet girl.
He, to me, just exuded this calm, confident, collected, the amount of bravery he had in that moment blew me away.
I believe the first thing I noticed was the refrigerator in the kitchen had a water dispenser. like they had ice that could dispense out of a machine on the refrigerator.
He seemed so confident to me when he came in.
I think that might have been the first time I've ever felt imposter syndrome.
I remember thinking wow, that's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life when I saw my mom.
You have to meet them where they are, learn who they are, their culture.
I felt easy to talk to her. In my other homes, I feel like everyone else did not want to listen.
I wanted to be really respectful of his story and his trauma, and I was just waiting for those opportunities while not trying to drag them out of him to show him that I love you no matter what.
Right after we moved in, our first big celebration was my birthday. And I had never celebrated my birthday as a kid. Sometimes I didn't even remember when it was.
We usually play games every year that we still do.
Sports has become a big thing in our family.
And then she told me she loved to cook.
We would mix pickle juice and hot sauce, anything in the fridge, and make each other drink it.
He is so good at connections that, and his family is so tight that helped a lot. We were always open to that. Yes, come over and hang out with him, come over and see him, his siblings especially. And it's hard to pinpoint a place where he just became part of the family. When we look back, it feels like he always was.
I think there was a little bit of a power struggle.
I am very stubborn, and I think I know everything.
There were a lot of decisions that he made that I, had to be a parent and had to say, that's not okay.
I think it was he'd snuck a girl into the house.
So we felt, I think, hypersensitive about we need to protect them.
We were arguing, and he's like, well, I'm running away.
I felt challenged. I felt belittled. This ain't what I'm used to. This ain't for me.
Mom's the mean person. She hates me.
I'm like, did I push him too much? Did I have too many expectations?
Am I doing a good job by these children?
Some things I did notice was a trauma response, like a fight or flight response. There were a lot of times I told Nick, and Kellen, I'm figuring this out. You're figuring this out. We're gonna figure it out together.
We talked about that I was glad he was there, that I wasn't going to kick him out, but I could tell he genuinely didn't want to hurt me.
I needed to learn to kind of let go and let her make mistakes. I think we just kind of learned to respect each other.
There's something powerful and moving and meaningful about knowing someone deeply.
I remember like feeling a lot of love.
Like your soul's being hugged almost.
I've learned that I have a big voice. I feel confident in using my voice and going for the goals that I want.
You know, I might not know what the next step is gonna be, but it's gonna be okay.
Hi, buddy. I see so much of me in you, and that's such a wonderful feeling as a father, to look in your eyes and see my son is what I see. I see this intelligent, young, smart, talented, impressive person, and it blows me away that I'm like, damn, like that's my kid.
I just see two young men who are very smart and talented. They're still growing and still developing, but there is so much inside of them that I feel like they are still yet to tap into and grow into that person. You guys have come so far, and I am very proud of you.
I see an amazing woman. I think, a woman who always had it inside of her to be the amazing person you are today. And I'm so thankful that I was part of your journey and that I get to watch the next phase in your life and to see what it's gonna bring, because I know you're gonna do amazing at whatever you do.
I see a fearful, anxious 12-year-old girl who turned into a beautiful, optimistic, hardworking, talented, creative young woman who's not afraid to advocate for herself.
I see the person that I want to be in life. She's everything. Gosh, I can't, she's everything I want to be. She's an amazing mom, an amazing worker, an amazing wife, and she's just everything about her is perfect. And every day that I wake up, I'm always grateful to come down and see my beautiful mom.
Strong woman, a lot of love for her family, her friends. Woman who has a strong heart and strong mind too.
It's so refreshing and exciting to have you as a father, because the experiences that I've had, the feelings that I was able to adopt, and everything that changed who I was or changed my perspective on things involved you. I couldn't imagine you not being my father. It's just...
I see a beautiful soul, a hardworking mom, and someone that loves her kids and would do anything for her kids. And I just love you, Sarah.
I love you too.